edition of Freeworld Heads Up. It's myself and Alex again with you this week. Start off as usual with a little bit of kind of political news and currency news just to kind of keep things fresh. So what we've seen over the last week is a little bit of reforecasting of UK growth figures, which have moved upwards. So we've seen a little bit of sterling strength both against the dollar and the euro. The euro at the moment is still looking like the most fragile of the big three currencies we deal with, and that's on the back of not only the French election of Francois Fillon to the centre-right party. He's looking like he's going to take control of that party to the French elections, which will take place next April. But the biggest news coming from this week will be the result of the Italian referendum. Now, this is quite a complex scenario. It's been described as Italy's Brexit. And although it's not necessarily a vote for leaving the EU, it is a vote that will see them begin down that road towards leaving the EU.
It's like a confidence vote in a pro-EU president.
Exactly. And the kind of finger of determining where this vote's going to go at the moment is on the side of no, that there is no confidence in this government. Which will see the president of Italy, Rezi, most likely step down and be replaced by a president who is perhaps not as pro-EU as he was. So it's maybe another step towards the dissolution of the European Union, is what we're seeing at the moment. It's that's where the wind seems to be blowing. So EU kind of weakness, Euro weakness at the moment, EU weakness at the moment. So that's one to keep an eye on, certainly. In terms of products, I think we were chatting a little bit about pine nuts earlier. That's one where there's been a little bit of movement on. Do you want to take us through that?
According to Ishan, the two popular varieties of pine nuts are Coriansis and Siberica, and the two seem to be operating in different trends. So Coriansis is going up in price with lots of defaults. It's a small crop, and on top of that there's a lot of old crop material being used, so it's a very dodgy, unpleasant pine nut to be buying at the moment. Lots of defaults going on, as I say.
Okay.
Whereas Siberica seems to be weak to even stable, stable to even weak, possibly. New crop for 2017 looks like it could be quite good. Demand is pretty flat.
Okay.
So yeah, it looks like it could be quite a good time to book Siberica, or maybe hold out a little bit longer.
Okay, so if you do have
pound is going to get stronger.
Yes, so if you do have a bit of flexibility in which variety you can take, we would definitely recommend
Siberica.
Taking a strong look at Siberica. It's a considerable saving at the moment for very similar sizing grades to Coriansis. So it's one, if you can make that switch, we would highly recommend making that switch. It's still a very good product, and we do have readily available stock. So yeah,
it doesn't have pine mouth in it.
No, it
It's
doesn't.
DNA tested.
DNA tested for the pine nut grape, which I believe is what's the
Huashan variety, I
Right.
think, is the variety that you want to keep. Huashan is a variety that's blended, I think, and it's a smaller count pine nut as well.
Right.
So small count pine nuts have a higher risk of pine mouth
Okay.
because they tend to sometimes blend Huashan into it.
So as long as you're sticking with sort of 650, 750, 950, then you're probably going to avoid that kind of problem. Okay.
I'm not going to talk about seeds because there hasn't been very much happening on seeds since last week. We still think it's a really good time to buy almost every seed there is. Demand has been so weak on them all.
Okay.
But this week, I'd like to talk about currants. Currants are nearly entirely sold out in Greece, and it's only the start of December. It's a pretty small crop at the best of times out of Greece, about 50 to 60,000 tons. And during the drying this year, there was a lot of rain and there was a lot of demand from vineyards for wine production. So prices have jumped massively already, and if you can source material, then you're one of the lucky ones, because it seems like all the factories are really struggling to find material.
Okay.
There may be some let up for people who can accept a different origin, which is South Africa.
Right.
We have South African currants on stock, and the new crop South African currant will come out in March, April time.
Okay.
So we're advising people to consider looking at approving that origin
Okay.
if they haven't already done so.
Right, and if you do need Greek, book as early as possible.
Yeah, but book for the whole year and do so as quickly as you possibly can.
Right. Okay.
Similarly, golden raisins and crimson raisins are also in short supply. These don't come from Greece. They come from Chile or South Africa.
Sure.
And they're pretty much sold out, and we won't get any availability on those either until March, April time as well.
Yeah, because both South Africa and Chile new crops are around about the same
That's
time.
right. Southern Hemisphere, so
Yeah.
they come out
Exactly.
about March, April.
Yeah.
But we do, like the South African currants, we do have some South African crimsons still available. No Chilean crimsons, but these are an excellent like-for-like product. And if you are struggling to find material, again, consider looking at South Africa to give yourself an easier time of it.
Perfect. And we were chatting last week a little bit about hazelnuts and kind of the chaotic market over there. We've seen a little bit of stability in the hazelnut market for a change. Rumours still are in force about the TMO and the government banding together to purchase some excess stock from farmers and prop the market back up. This hasn't materialised yet, but farmers have withdrawn from the market in the hope that it will, and processors are not buying in the hope that it won't materialise. So there's the hazelnut market remains in a bit of a flux,
Standoff.
but it's a standoff, but it's stable. So depends. What we'll probably have some news for you next week as to which direction it's gone, but at the moment it's staying relatively stable. So I think that's us from this week. Just a quick one, just to kind of keep you updated on a few markets that are moving in. One that has been moving in is no longer. As always, please do give us a call if there are any more information that you require, or if there is any product you're looking to book. Love to hear from you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.